When people ask me which AI tool I use the most, they're usually surprised when I don't mention ChatGPT or some other chatbot. But the tool I want to show you today has become so important to the way I work and live, and has already at least doubled my productivity since I started using it. The tool I'm talking about is called Wispr. In very basic terms, this is a voice-to-text tool right in your computer or phone, and it writes for me. Now, we of course have had dictation tools for years now, built right into our computers and phones. But Wispr is different on every level. And quite frankly, it's just better because it takes messy, real-world speech, the ums, the corrections, and turns it into polished, ready-to-send text. I've been using Wispr for months now. It has made my life so much easier. And now they are the sponsor of the channel, so let me show you a demo of how this works. So let's say I want to write down a note. Instead of typing it out, I can just speak my ideas out loud. Activating Wispr is very easy. You hold down one button and it starts listening. You let it go and it stops listening. Let's give it a shot. I need to go to the grocery store for bananas, pasta sauce, apples, and mushrooms. So very clean and very accurate results. It understands what you actually mean, not just what you literally say. It even formats things like lists for you automatically. Wispr also works everywhere. Here, I'm inside a new message. I want to tell someone I'm running a little bit late. I'm running a little bit late. Please don't be mad. So you see, despite talking very quietly, it understood exactly what I was saying. This is something that the built-in dictation just cannot do. Now, so far, I've only shown you half of what it can do because it not only accurately transcribes, but it cleans up your speech as you go. Check this out. Are you available to meet on Thursday? Wait, change that to Friday. We need to go over the what's it called? Proposal with John. I mean, Steven. See how I didn't have to go back and edit anything? I literally just kept talking and it figured out what I meant. Or in Gmail, I can easily write an email that's perfectly formatted with just my voice. Hey Kavi, that sounds awesome. Why don't you send over the proposal and I'll take a look at it, and then we can circle back around next week to discuss the details. Looking forward to it, Paul. And notice how I didn't have to say period or comma or any of that. It just figures out from the way I'm speaking. It even formats it like a proper email automatically, and it got the name right by using context awareness. Now, here's another way I use Wispr that has been a total game changer for me, using it inside AI tools like ChatGPT and Gemini. Now, these tools already have a voice button built in, of course, but they all work differently, and they're not personalized. Wispr works the same no matter where I use it. And the more I use it, the more personalized it becomes to me. It learns how I talk, it learns my name, my common phrases, so I don't have to change the way I speak depending on which app I'm using. I want you to create a thumbnail for me for my next YouTube video, which is all about scuba diving in the Caribbean. I want it to be very dark. I want it to be very light with a lot of bright colors. I'm underwater scuba diving, and there's a lot of coral and fish nearby. And there's even a shark in the background. Let's put a shark in the background. So instead of typing out these long, detailed prompts, I can just talk through what I want and it captures everything perfectly. But by far, my favorite way to use Wispr is on my iPhone. I have to admit, I am a terrible iPhone typer. I'm constantly hitting the wrong buttons. It's autocorrecting words I didn't want changed, and it just takes me a long time to get everything formatted exactly the way that I want. iPhones, of course, have built-in dictation, but I have found it to be quite terrible. It's always getting things wrong. And Wispr is just faster, it's more accurate, and it does the smart edits and formatting. So this is what it normally looks like when I try typing on my iPhone, usually because I'm in a rush. Hey, have you tried the new Wispr? Yeah, it's not going well. And that's normally because I try to do things very quickly. And one thing I learned is that you can talk a lot faster than you can type. So now I turn on the Wispr keyboard, I click on the microphone, and I just start talking. Hey, have you tried the new Wispr flow? It allows you to type with only your your voice, and it even cleans everything up for you automatically. And since I do so much on the go, this just makes a lot of sense. Now, there are a few other features that I want to show you real quick that make Wispr flow even more useful. First, they have this thing called Snippets. These are basically shortcuts where you can say a trigger phrase and it expands into something longer. So if you have links you use all the time, or email signatures or templates, you can set those up as templates. For instance, I have one right here called My YouTube Link. Anytime I say My YouTube Link, it will automatically put in a link to my YouTube channel. So for instance, if I'm reaching out to someone, telling them more about me, I can say something like, and you can check out my YouTube videos here, My YouTube Link. And there, instead of writing out my YouTube link, it just pastes in the link to my actual YouTube channel. It saves you a lot of time. And then there's the dictionary feature. It learns the uncommon names and words either by manually adding them or automatically when you edit that name after seeing the text. You can add them to your dictionary and it'll recognize them correctly every time. For instance, my friend's name is Brian with a Y, but when I use Wispr flow, hey Brian, what's up? It always types it as Brian with an I, so I'll just add it to my dictionary. I'll come over here, click on Add New Word. I'll type in Brian with a Y, toggle on Correct Misspelling, and I'll say anytime you want to type Brian, instead type Brian with a Y. And now, when I use Wispr flow again, hey Brian, what's up? It automatically uses the correct spelling with a Y. But like I said, Wispr flow also automatically learns your preferences as well. So if I turn it on and say something like, tell me more about Claudebot, it spells Claudebot incorrectly. This is the correct way to spell it. So I just went ahead and changed it. And now notice on the bottom, it is adding that to my dictionary automatically. So now if I try to use it again, tell me more about Claudebot, it spells it correctly. So that's Wispr flow. It's honestly become one of those tools that I use every single hour of the day without even thinking about it. Whether I'm writing emails, working with AI tools, or just texting on my phone, it just makes everything faster. If you want to try it out for yourself, make sure to click the link down below in the description. You can start with their free tier to see how you like it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.